Hello YouTube, Z-Manzilla here, and I haven't done one of these in a little while, so it's a little weird coming back to it, but I had some things happen to me, and thought I'd talk about them. So, last night, I was watching Game of Thrones with the missus, and very good episode. I enjoyed it very much. I don't want to throw any spoilers in here, though, so we're just going to skip that part of the discussion. About, we watch it on HBO Go, so, or HBO Now, I think is the name of the service, one or the other. The point is that you can kind of pause it whenever you need to, which is good when you've got a young child. So, while we're in the middle of watching the episode, I happen to hear some sort of complaining or whatever coming from the bedroom area, and I go over and into Sakura's bedroom, and she's very, very restless, and she's pointing to something that's on her tablet screen. Now she does have a tablet that she uses for things like art programs and educational videos and things like that, and she has the tablet, and she's trying to point to me something that's on there, and it's an episode of Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. And so I kind of what's going on, and she wants to do the Ugga Mugga thing from Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, and so I go, okay, well, let's do that. So I do the little nose rub with her, Ugga Mugga, and then she just latches onto me really, really hard, and it's like, Daddy, I don't want you to go, So I'm like, parenting equals priorities, and so I kind of wanted to know what it was she was she wanted to show me. So I kind of hung out for her. She says, can we snuggle? And I go, okay, but, so I go ahead, you got to wait a minute. So I go into the living room. I tell my wife, pause the episode. And she's like, no. I was like, okay, we'll go ahead and finish watching it. So, I go back in the bedroom, and, I lay with her for a bit. And she then opens up the art program on her tablet. And this art program has like sort of a little dish full of like brushes you can use with little colors and things like that. And she proceeds to, sort of scribble with it. And I go, okay, well, I've seen her do this before. She just wants me to watch her scribble for a while. What she does is she grabs like the big gray brush. She scribbles all over the screen. And then she starts very selectively, very purposefully going into the brush dish and is looking for a very specific brush. And she ends up finding like a flesh tone brush, and she kind of puts a little blob in the middle of this field. And then she scrolls through, she looks for a white brush, a smaller white brush, I might add, and puts two little, white dots, and then finds the smaller black brush, puts two little black dots there. And then it starts to occur to me what she's doing. She is layer by layer redrawing a character from a TV show she watches called Power Battle Watch Car. She watches quite a bit of this show. I personally don't like it. It's a strange show, but that's not really the point of the story, is it? And she proceeds to sit there and she's very deliberately picking the brushes and using these techniques that I didn't teach her. She picked these up on her own, and it was still a finger painting. It was still, I'm not gonna say it wasn't even close to a rendition of the characters, but compared to some of the crayon drawings she's been doing for the past couple months, I was just flabbergasted. I mean, I discovered that the reason she was scribbling in the background was to make it so that the white in the eyes actually pops more. She has this like inherent sense of color, and I immediately I show it to my wife, and then she goes, yeah, she's your daughter, she's got these same things you do. And I'm not going to lie to you, I did get a little emotional. She has picked up these techniques that nobody has taught her. She took the tools that were in front of her and figured out how to make art with them, and it blew me away, and it really got me emotional, I'll be honest. So I went back in the bedroom with her, and we drew for about another half hour, and I showed her my art tools that are still sort of at limited use on my phone, but I showed her how Daddy draws, and she tried to ape some of the things Daddy was doing, and it was awesome. It was really awesome. It's one of the and it really got me thinking. A lot of times, people will, they'll see you're a father or whatever, and they see your child is happy and you're not hitting them, so they immediately assume, oh, you're a good parent, and she's not hungry, you're a good parent, that sort of thing. But there's always that, especially when you're parenting an autistic child, You know, you have all these moments, where you question yourself as a parent because you're not sure if, what's going on in her head is what's, happening, or if you're just failing to do something. You constantly have this sort of, I guess, an almost imposter syndrome going on, and you're always full of this like self-doubt. And that just, it hit me like a wave last night. It was like, she's learning these great art techniques, but her father, an artist, was not the one to teach her. Now, I had the same thing when I was growing up. I had to figure all this stuff out on my own. I'm self-taught as well. And so it shouldn't surprise me that my daughter can teach herself these techniques. But here's the thing. I didn't have a parent that could sit me down and show me this stuff. I literally had to learn on my own. My daughter doesn't have that. She's got me, And, I'm supposed to be this artist person, and I'm not teaching my daughter, And for what arbitrary reason is that? Well, because I never know if the reason I can't communicate with her is because of her autism or because of a failure on my part, So, it really got me sort of reevaluating the way that I show my daughter things, So this morning, the very first thing I did, I woke her up and I said, come on, we're going to make breakfast. And I let her pick what we were having for breakfast, pancakes. And everything that she was able to do, I showed her how to do. I would, like, for instance, scooping the flour. I scooped one scoop and then I told her, you do it now. And she did it. And, she was able to do those things. Now, she has some motor things going on, but she was still able to do it, and she was happy to do it. And she was feeding off of that positive energy of me, cooking breakfast with her. And, that was a lesson to me. It was, don't underestimate her, just try, just flat out, try more, and so that's sort of what I'm going to do. So this is a secret between, you and me. The phone I'm talking to you right now is about to be replaced. I'm about to get a new one. And we were offered some exchange credit to give back this phone. You get the new phone, you swap out the old phone after you transfer all your data and stuff, and you do that. And I'm like, I asked my wife, I said, okay, how much are we getting? And is it really worth it to us to get that money versus giving Sakura this phone? Now, the phone I'm getting, it's an upgraded version of this phone. It's a Samsung Note 3. And I'm getting an upgraded one, Note 5. Still sort of older, but it's not one of the ones that explodes. Thank goodness for that. But now that we both have the same tool to work with, I am thoroughly confident that I can show her, finally, sit down with her and teach her some of the techniques that I use, and then watch her as she does what I could have been doing had I had a parent like me growing up, which is take those techniques, practice them, and improve on them. I am thoroughly confident she can do that. Just watching the way that she picked up on all of these little things on her own, I feel like it's definitely worth it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give her this phone as her birthday present, and we're going to do art together. And I'm hoping I can show some of the results of that in the future. But I'm just. I feel this like renewed vigor as a parent with her. I've been looking for years for a common activity we can do together, because I don't like the shows she watches, most of them, and she doesn't like playing the games I play, and that sort of thing. So it's like for us to come together on something, and it shouldn't even be necessary because I'm her parent and we do spend a lot of time together, but a lot of time it's like, we go to the park, she can run around and be all energetic and stuff, and I'm a 41-year-old man with a bad back. I ain't about to start playing some dodgeball, that ship has sailed, but and I never know what to do with my hands during tea parties. You know how it is, so, but this is an activity we can do together, and this is an activity that I can use to share with her more than just, biology, more than just chromosomes. I can share with her, the knowledge that I never had shared with me, and I can have this awesome relationship with her. And I'm so invigorated now. You have no idea. We spent the whole morning, like I said, we made pancakes together, and then, we did a little bit of art, and then I had to go do my stream and stuff. But it's like, I find myself, I'm looking forward to when I get my work done so that, we can do some more art together. It's great. you know. Anyway, that's my log for the day. I want to thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't already, I do hope you choose to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.